Once upon a time in the magical forest, where the sun painted the sky with golden rays, there lived two mischievous chipmunks named Chip and Dale. They were very good friends who loved hoarding acorns for the coming winter. Their cozy little home was hidden within a beautiful oak tree in the heart of the forest. One breezy morning, as the duo excitedly checked their acorn stash, they were met with a shocking sight. A big storm had rushed through the woods the night before, and their meticulously gathered acorns were scattered and destroyed. Chip looked at Dale with wide eyes, tears almost making their way down his cheeks. "What are we going to do, Chip?" squealed Dale in despair. "We don't have any stores left." Just as they were brainstorming what to do, Donald Duck, their kindly feathered friend, waddled along the forest path. Noticing the troubled chipmunks, Donald quacked, "What's all this fuss about, fellas?" Chip and Dale explained their predicament to Donald, who was always eager to lend a helping hand, or in his case, a wing. "Well, I'll be happy to help you collect more acorns," said Donald with a quacky determination. The trio set out into the vibrant forest, gathering acorns from the ground. With the jolly Donald Duck on their team, they worked swiftly, even though Donald occasionally popped a few acorns into his own mouth thinking they were snacks. While Chip and Dale admired Donald's helping spirit, not far off, a family of squirrels watched suspiciously. To them, a duck gathering acorns was unheard of, and they mistook Donald's intentions as thievery. "Look, that duck is stealing our acorns," the squirrel chieftain chirped, rallying his bushy-tailed troops. Back on the forest floor, Donald was blissfully unaware of the squirrel's suspicion. Suddenly, from out of nowhere, the squirrel brigade charged toward him, chittering loudly. "Oh no!" shouted Dale as he noticed the incoming chase. "Run, Donald, run!" Chip shouted, as Donald's eyes grew wide and his feet wobbled before he burst into a comical run. The chase was on. Through the winding vines and around enormous tree trunks, Donald, flapping his feathered arms, ran from the swarm of irate squirrels. Chip and Dale scampered after them, trying to explain the misunderstanding amid giggles. Eventually, the trio skidded to a halt underneath the big oak. Chip, using his swift and clever wit, climbed up onto a rock and shouted, "Wait, squirrels! Donald wasn't stealing. He was only helping us." The squirrels paused, their noses twitching with curiosity. Dale hurriedly added, "It's true. Donald's just a little clumsy with the acorns, that's all." The squirrel brigade, realizing their mistake, quickly apologized. "We're sorry, Donald Duck," they chirped in unison. "We didn't know." Donald, panting and shaking acorns out of his feathers, laughed it off with a hearty, "Quack, quack, quack. No problem at all." In the end, Chip, Dale, and Donald made new friends in the squirrels. Together, they worked harmoniously, finishing the acorn collection just as the sun began setting, painting the forest in hues of orange and pink. From that day onward, whenever the wind rustled through the leaves, the sounds of happy chittering, quacking, and chattering filled the forest, a chorus of friendship and laughter. And under the tall oak tree, Chip and Dale knew they'd always have a friend in Donald Duck and their new squirrel companions.